Just takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Publish on Facebook. Publish on a group. Prosperity Inner Circle. Okay. Go live. You want to deactivate your cameras, Angeline, or?
I did. I just want to test it.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Go live on Facebook. Okay. Interactive post. Title. Go live.
Yes. I hope you're not going live because I was dancing.
I am. I think we're live. Yes, we're live right now. Audio and everything. Audio and everything. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. It's showtime.
Let's get the party started.
1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome, investors. It's the Tuesday night tax-free investing workshop. And first and foremost, I'm so incredibly grateful for you all showing up tonight. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here with us tonight to learn about tax-free investing and creating wealth in today's economy. So first and foremost, I'm super excited, guys. Welcome. If you have a pen and paper somewhere nearby, right now would be the time to go and grab it, because we're gonna create We're gonna create a great training here for you tonight. We're gonna discuss high-level investment strategies. We're gonna show you opportunities, and we're gonna debunk a lot of the myths today. But before we do that, I want to introduce you. We have a private Facebook group, guys. And if you want to stay in touch with us after this webinar tonight, then I would encourage you to pull out your phones right now and point your cameras, right? Use your phone and point your cameras towards the barcode on the screen right now. When you do that, it pops up, your camera automatically pops up a link. And if you click that link, it will take you inside our Prosperity Inner Circle. Now, I think our team is here present tonight as well. So team, if you're there, could you just drop the link as well in the chat, right? So for people that want to click, whether you're on your phone or on the computer, right? You can click the link or use your camera. But either way, guys, we have ongoing weekly power calls. We have the Entrepreneur Speaker Series with industry leaders, with 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs. We cover anything from mindset, the entrepreneurial journey, and investing, tax-free, you name it, right? So stay in touch, join our group, because we provide phenomenal value there. So before we get going, guys, let us know in the chat as well. We're grateful for you to have you here, but let us know who invited you here tonight. Right? We have our team present here today, and this is an inner circle presentation, only an inner circle training. So let us know on the chat, right? Go to the chat and let us know who invited you here, because we're certainly grateful to have you here with us today. Now, I want you tonight to ask yourself, how much do you truly know about tax-free investing, right? We're gonna be covering a tremendous amount of detail. And some of you may have years of experience investing, others may be thinking about it, but I encourage you to keep an open mind, because ask yourself, how much do you truly know about tax-free investing? And tonight we're gonna do a special overview, and we are really excited to probably present you the best kept investment secret on the market today. It's by far one of our favorite products. And if there's a tax-free solution available for you tonight and you're not using it tonight, we're going to demonstrate you how you can get started. Okay, but before we get there, I want to go over a couple of quick house rules and introduce you to the Financial Empowerment Initiative, because I'm definitely not alone tonight, right? I'm part of a bigger group, and our goal is to bring financial education back to America, right? It is educating people and families about the opportunities that are currently left on the table, right? So don't let a lack of investment knowledge stand in your way of fresh financial advice, right? That's what the Financial Empowerment Initiative is all about. And we're so grateful to have you here with us today. Now, we're going to paint a picture. We're going to paint a high-level picture for you guys and all the opportunities that are out there on the market. But before we do that, I want you to use the chat if you have any questions about tonight's training, about any topic that we discuss here tonight on this training exclusively. Let us know in the chat. Like I mentioned, our team is here tonight. We're monitoring the chat, right? So let us know at any point in time. Everybody is muted, so you won't have an opportunity to interact. So our feature presenter can focus 100% on the presentation, but use the chat to let us know your questions, because our team of experts is there to answer those for you, right? And then take a lot of notes, guys. Take a lot of notes, because we have a lot of details, a lot of strategies available for you tonight. But first, a disclaimer. I want you to understand that our results are certainly not typical. And the people that typically attend our training, they will never take any action on what they have learned. And because they don't take any action, they also have zero results. And the next disclaimer, tonight, we're also going to debunk a lot of financial and investment myths, right? We will reveal one of the best investment secrets on the market. And nobody knew that this particular vehicle can be utilized for both the investment side as well as the protection side. And right now, I think it's time to introduce you to our phenomenal speaker and trainer of tonight. I want you to take a quick look at the next slide, guys, a quick look, because I want you to understand that Angeline Waymeyer, she surrounds herself with thought leaders, right? The best of the best. And here are some of the people that she surrounds herself with, that she shares the stage with to bring financial education to America. Because before the COVID-19, Angeline Waymeyer, she is a renowned speaker, but she was speaking on stages nationwide. And I'm so grateful to call her my mentor and my business partner, because just take a look. On the left-hand side, there's Angeline with George Ross. And George Ross was for 40 years the right-hand man on the investment side of the Trump organization, right? Any major real estate transaction, he was part of it. And on the right, we have Angeline with Sharon Lechter. And I know that many of you may have heard of the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's an absolute financial classic, right? Sharon Lechter, she was the co-author, and Angeline had an opportunity to teach alongside her on stage. It's phenomenal. And then there's Angeline with Brian Tracy. He's probably the most motivational guru that is still alive on this planet today. And we have John Maxwell. John Maxwell has multiple bestsellers, right? You probably heard of him, or you can look him up. But John Maxwell is a leadership guru, right? He's a business author. He has so many best-selling books. And finally, Angeline with Darren Hardy. And Darren Hardy, he has the Success Magazine. He is the Mentors to Mentors, high-performance coach and financial guru. So with a lot of pride, I want to let you know that Angeline has a tremendous heart for serving and educating people. And that's why I really want you to pay attention tonight. I really want you to listen to the training and the strategies and the teachings here discussed tonight on this Inner Circle training. So please help me give her a warm welcome while I'm going to bring back Angeline Waymeyer as our featured trainer for tonight. So please Give her a warm welcome, guys. Angeline Waymeyer.
Wow, Rob, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. What a great introduction. And I really appreciate all of the effort that you have put in this team, and you believe in our vision and mission. I just want to let you know that I really, really appreciate you. And I also like to show my gratitude to our team. I always believe that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you want to go further, we need to have a team. And I just want to let you know that, team, I'm really, really proud of you, each one of you, for being here, show up every single week and adding massive value to other people's life, and to bring America to the financial awareness, right? We bring that financial awareness to America, and that's our mission. And also, I would like to say thank you for all of our friends and family, our guests. And I really, really appreciate you to be here, so that you can see what we do for people out there. And I want you to see our vision, see our mission, and spread the word to bring the financial awareness to America. I'm very grateful that right now, in the middle of the pandemic, we still have the opportunity to get together and share this information. However, how many people let you know out there, they really, really prepare for it? I have seen so many businesses get hurt. I've seen so many people, they lose their job. In April, just April alone, has 20.5 million jobs were lost just in April. And there's a lot of business go out of lots of companies that go out of business, and people are hurting. People's their time and money, it's going down, right? Many of them, their 401k overnight probably become 201k. And it really breaks my heart to see that, when I see people suffering. And that's a reason why our whole team here, we want to add value to the community. We want to bring hope. We want to bring value to serve the community. And how many people are really prepared for this pandemic? So when this pandemic happened again, what are we going to do? Do we have a plan to prepare when things like the COVID-19 happen again? And a little bit about who we are and what we do. We have the one-stop financial solution for family. We have a lot of toolbox, right? And investment, that's what we do. That's what we are expert. The service that we cover, from personal to company, you name it, we can do it all. We have a lot of tool in our toolbox that we can teach. Yet today, I'd like to share with you one of my favorite tool that I personally use, and I have used it and shared many other people and changed their financial foundation. And I have a big promise to you. I promise you, by the end of today, by the end of this webinar, you will learn how to invest your money today without the risk of the stock market and pay zero tax legally. Think about it. Wouldn't it be nice if we can invest our money and we can take the risk out of the equation? Wouldn't it be nice when we invest our money and we can get into the zero tax bracket? So today, I want you to really pay attention and take a copious notes, because the information I'm going to share with you today, absolutely, it's life-changing. It certainly changed my life. And I know some of you may just start investing. And don't worry, if that's you feel overwhelmed with the information, I will show you how do you get in touch with us so that we can have a special gift for you, and then we can help you answer all of the questions. And some of you may have the engineer background, right? You love the detail, you love the data. I get it. And today we just give you an overview snapshot. And if you need more detail, I will show you how do you get in touch with us, and then we can get the detail, the data that you are looking for. And I also have a very special gift for you. That's something that I have been charged people almost $1,000 for when I speak. So when you stay until the end, I will show you how do you get it for free. So are you ready? Let's get started. And I encourage you to have an open mind because the information I share with you tonight, you may heard about it or you may not fully understand. And I want you to have an open mind because our mind only works when it's open. So let me share a quick story about myself. How do I end up here? As you can tell that I speak with the accents, right? Because English is not my first language. This is a map of China. This is where I was born and raised. This is where I came from. I'm not the crazy rich Asian that you saw on TV. I actually coming from a very humble background. This is the environment that my parents used to work. They had to sacrifice to provide for me. I still remember when I grew up, I only got to see my parents twice a year. I always have this dream that someday all of my family can be together as a whole so that we can have a simple meal together. And that's always been my dream. I'm very grateful because my parents sacrificed. I had the opportunity to come to the US to continue my further education. In 2009, when I come to US, I thought that in order to make a lot of money to be successful, I need to get a master degree, which as I did. After I graduated, I have a hard time finding a job. And when I found one, I only got offered the minimum wage. I thought maybe because I don't speak perfect English, and that's why I only get paid the minimum wage. But after later on, when I do financial planning for people, I realized that that's just not me. I have seen many people, they get like master degree, PhD, right? But their return, their investment means that the wage that they get paid right now can barely cover their living expense. It is very, very sad. And this is the lesson that I learned, that going for school for your passion, not for your pension. And that's a turning point in my life. And what Rob mentioned, that Sharon Lecter, I'm very grateful. I read the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. How many of you have read that book by Robert Kiyosaki? That book has really changed my life. And because of that book, I make a decision. I want to become my own boss. I want to pursue entrepreneurship. And then 2012, me and my husband, we moved from New Jersey to Texas, and I started to invest in the real estate. In the past 11 years, I have done many things right. And one of them is start investing. And right now, I've invested in many different single-family home, and I also invest over 1,000 apartment units, and also have some overseas investment. However, I also have done many things wrong. Over the past 11 years, I have many different investment, business adventure. I lost a lot of money. And I realized that why I make a lot, but also lose a lot. How can I ever build my financial stability, financial foundation if I make it and then lose it? I don't feel a lot of security. And things start to change when I got introduced to the financial services industry. I realized that in order to build wealth, we need to have a wealth blueprint. We need to understand the investment principles, which is I'm going to discuss tonight. But when was the last time we went to school? The school really teach us how money works. How do we set up a strong foundation, financial foundation for ourselves, right? How do we have money work for us? None. The school never teach any of us the information that we really need to learn. And I'm very, very grateful I got introduced to the financial industry, and I started to learning how do I better manage my own personal finance. And there's so many investment vehicles that out there, and it's available for everybody, but many people, they just don't know. Why? Because lack of financial education. And that's why I'm very passionate about it. And I make it as my mission. I want to, because Think about this. If you know something that benefit yourself, benefit your family, were you not going to share with other people? I feel if I keep those information to myself, I'm very, very selfish. And that's why I decided I want to become a speaker. I want to teach financial empowerment to many people. And through this journey, I realized that, wow, it really emphasized why we do what we do, because really a lot of people out there, they have no clue. They don't have a plan. They all want to have financial independence, but you know what? Nobody have a plan. Do you know that we're facing a very serious challenge in our country right now? According to the Social Security Administration, they take any random group of 100 people in each state and they follow them from the working of their working career until they're 40 years when they reach their retirement age. And this is what they find out. 54 will be dead broke. 36 will be dead. 5 of them continue to work. Do you think it's because they want to or because they have to? I want you to go to the chat box and let me know. The 5% of them, do they work? Is that because they choose to or because they want to or because they have to? It's because they have to. Because many people, when I sit down with them, by the time they are 50, 60 years old, they realize that, Angeline, I wish I know all this years ago. I wish I know about this so I can start planning years ago. And according to the statistics, only 4 will be financially secure and only 1 will be wealthy. We work for 40 years to make money, and only 5% have enough to retire, which means that 95% fail. Isn't that sad? And that's the reason why we do what we do. Because I will always want to ask myself this question. We're in the same country, one of the richest country in the world, but only 5% of them have enough for retirement. Why can 95% of the population, we all become financially independent? Why? And I figure out, and today I'm going to show you how do you change that. And that's part of our mission. I want to change the statistics. I don't know how many people I can help, but all I know is one person at a time, one family at a time. And I want you to ask yourself, where are you right now? Are you okay with working for 40 years and after 65 and you have nothing? All of your years of hard work, it has nothing. You cannot return. You cannot barely retire. And I also want you to ask yourself, where do you want to be? To me, it really doesn't matter where you are today. The most important thing is, where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself 10 years from today? Where do you see yourself 20 years from today? Do you want to be at the top 5% or you want to be at the 95%? So I want you to go to the chat box and type and let me know, where do you want to be? Do you want to be at the top 5 or even the top 1%, or you want to become the top 95%? And I believe that financial independence is available for everyone. I truly believe that. And all you need is just to have the right plan, the right mentor, and taking the right action. Do you have the right plan? If you want to become the top 1, top 5, if you want to become financially independent, do you have a plan to get there? And today, I'm going to show you how. There's the three different type of people I have seen, and I categorize them. The number one is that they make money and they spend it. They make, they spend. They're living paycheck to paycheck. If you make and spend, what do you have for your future? And another one, they make money, right? They understand they need to save it. And Asian culture, right? We make money, we save it. But can we save our way to millions? No, because the money in the bank, it's already losing its value every single day due to inflation. Do you want to work hard for the money, or you want to learn how to have money working hard for you? So if you want to have money working hard for you, then we need to figure out, how do we invest? If you study the top 5%, you can see the majority of them, they're all very successful entrepreneurs and investors. Success leaves clue. If we want to become the top 5%, what do? We just need to model success. Let's figure out what they do. How do they invest their money? And let's do the same. And guess what? We can just enjoy our life. Over the years, when I do the financial planning for people, I realized that the majority of people, they just don't have any plan. They just go to work, right? Like just working so hard, but they don't have a plan. How do they become financially independent? And I believe that financial independence, it's never a dream. It's never a dream, because if I can do it, you can too. It's just a priority. So are you treating your financial independence as a priority today? So today, I don't want you just to learn and gather information. I want you to take action. I want you to take what you learned today and then apply and implement immediately into your life, so that you can move, right, to the top 5%, to the top 1%. And now I'm going to share with you, how do we build wealth in a simple and systematic way. On our journey to build wealth, you need to understand that there's a 4 speed bumps. And do you know what are the 4 speed bumps? Number 1, inflation. Like I said, sometimes when I see people, they want to save money, but they want to keep it so safe, right? So they put it in the bank or in a CD. So if you put the money in the bank or in a CD, how much interest rate they give it to you? Not much. And you're already losing due to the inflation. What if I can show you a way that you can invest your money and have the safety of the bank, but also have the growth of the market? How would you like that? And the second speed bump, it's risk. Many people, we have been programmed, right? We've been programmed since we were young, right? We go to school, we graduated, we get a job. And when we invest, what do? We just put money in a 401k or stocks or mutual fund. That's what majority people know, where to put their money. And they think that investment, it's going up and down. Real estate, it's up and down. Stock market, it's going up and down. Mutual fund, it's going up and down. That's what they believe, right? So what if there that your money, it's guaranteed not losing, and it's not going up and down. It only goes one way, which is up. Would you be open-minded to learn about this? And the third one, taxes. That's something that the majority people, they don't think about, they don't talk about, they don't know about. But the wealthiest people, they understand this part. It's kind of like you working and then you try to put money into your pocket, but there's a hidden hole in your pocket that you don't even know what it is, which is taxes. So the more money that you make, the more money going out from that hidden hole. So do you understand that you have a hidden hole in your pocket? And do you know how to find it and sew it up so you can keep more into your own pocket? How many of you would love to know more? How do you grow your money safely and can minimize paying the taxes so that you can enjoy your retirement life? And another speed bump, another speed bump is the health. The majority people, they don't focus on. If you go to the traditional advisor All they care about is how much money that you have and how do we invest for you. They're not going to care about, okay, do you have any protection for yourself and for your family? I have dealt with many people. I have helped many people do their financial plan, and I see that many people, because they lack of this one thing, they didn't prepare for their health, and when things happen, it wipe out their whole entire years of saving. Isn't that sad that we work for 40 years, try to make money and save and invest our money, and then 40 years later we thought that we finally can take a break, right? And because one thing we didn't plan, health, like COVID-19, nobody know about, and guess what? It wiped out the entire years of investment and saving. Isn't that sad? And that's what majority people is going through there. And that's, I don't want any people to ever to be in that position. So today, I want you not just to learn, but also have a reflection. Do you have the plan in place today that can take care of the money, the inflation, the risk, the taxes, and your health? Do you have something like that in place? If you don't, do you think it's a good time to start to plan today? And where are you financially right now? On our journey to build wealth, that's the law of building wealth, right? The curve is going up. But in the meantime, there's another one. It's called responsibility. Think about this. When we are younger, when we're on the right-hand side here, when we are younger and we are still working, right, to support our family. So when something happened, like COVID happened, something happened to our, let's just say the husband or the spouse, right? Who is going to take care of their kids? Who is going to take care of their house? One of my team member, not her husband, her brother got diagnosed with COVID, and the wife got it as well. And I don't think they have the plan in place. And right now, my team member need to take care of the baby for them. Isn't that sad? That people, they just miss planning, and the family have to suffer just because of that. And one of my other team member, her name is Lisa. This is Lisa when she was young. When Lisa was about 15 years old, her mom passed away. Probably still very young, in her 40s maybe. Who would think that such a healthy young woman will pass at such an early age, right? Her mom is a single mom. She doesn't have anything, doesn't have any proper protection. And when she passed away, she only left behind very small amount. I think it's $42,000, which is barely enough for Lisa, for school and all that. And because of that, Lisa going through a very hard life right now. And recently, I just get the message from her. She just got diagnosed with a terminal illness. It's a very bad disease that she's fighting for. So I hope everybody in the group right now, we can send our prayer to Lisa. We hope her recover soon. And Lisa want me to share her story. She told me, Angeline, share my story so that nobody ever go through what I have been through, the challenge that she has been through in her life. All it starts, it just, as long as you have the proper planning, then none of this would have happened. And another one is when we get older. Do you know what's the biggest expense when we get older? Health. My friend, also my mentor, Sophia's father, he has a plan. It's called long-term care plan, right? But somebody somehow talked him out of it, saying that it's not worth it. It's just wasting money. So he canceled his plan. And guess what? A couple of years later, he developed Alzheimer. And now he needs to go to the nursing home, and it's very expensive, right? The good one, it's between $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And because he doesn't have any plan in place, he has drained all of his years of investment. How good does it do if I can show you how to build your wealth, but I cannot show you how to protect your wealth? How good does it do? And Sophia right now not only need to take care of her father, and she even sacrificed her own retirement to support her father financially. So what can we learn from Lisa's story, from Sophia's story? Building wealth, it's not enough. How do you protect it? How do you protect your health and your wealth? That's the most important. And that's what I want to share with you today. How do you not just accumulate wealth, but also have a foundation so that when the storm hits, then your family it's safe and sound, that you don't need to worry about it. And unfortunately, most people they don't want to fail. They don't plan to fail, but they just fail to plan. How many of you here, you have a plan? You have developed your own financial wealth blueprints. If you don't, how do you know you're going to get to where you want to be? And it's okay if you don't have one. And that's why you are here, right? And when it's a good time to start planning for your future, many people say, now. I would say, when is the best time to plant a tree? 25 years ago, right? But it's never too late to start. Never, never too late to start. The most important thing is we got to start somewhere. So now, in order to understand the investment, in order to become the top 5%, you got to know where do they put their money, right? And there's 3 different type of investment strategy right in front of you, no matter what you invest. Tax always, tax defer, and tax free. And let me explain to you the difference between the 3. No matter what you do, it always fall into these 3 categories. Tax always, what does that mean? Like if you have money in a CD, stocks, mutual fund, or real estate, every year when you file the taxes, right? The financial institute will give you a 1099. I actually happen to have something with me here, right? They give you a 1099. So what does that 1099 do? They want you to report to your uncle. Who is your uncle? Uncle Sam, so that they can tax you. Think about this. If your money it's being taxed every single year, is this efficient? Think about this. Every time you make, you get taxed. You make, you get taxed. Is this efficient? I want you to go to the chat box and type, is this efficient? If you make money, you're being taxed every single year. Is that a yes or no? Okay. So now let's go back to tax defer. What's tax defer mean? Tax defer means that the money that you put into this investment that you haven't paid tax yet, you just defer, you just delay paying the taxes. And when you start to withdraw your money, that's when you pay tax. Compared to tax always and tax defer, which one made more sense? Would you rather pay it every single year, or you would rather to delay it and pay it at the later time? Go to the chat box and let me know. Compare with tax always and tax defer, which one made more sense to you? I think you will choose tax defer, right? Like if you have money in the 401k, traditional IRA or annuity, those are called tax defer. And I want you to think about this. If you are a farmer today, would you rather have Uncle Sam tax you on the seeds when it's small, or you want Uncle Sam to tax you on the harvest crop when it's big? So go to the chat box and let me know. Would you like to being taxed, if you are a farmer, on the seeds when it's small, or on the harvest crop when it's big? Of course, you want to get taxed on the seeds when it's small, right? So that's what tax-free investment is all about. You cannot avoid tax. You're going to pay one way or another, right? We can only minimize the tax. So the tax-free means that you pay the tax on the seeds when it's small. And then on the crops, you never, ever, 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 ever again need to worry about paying the taxes. So compare with tax defer and tax free, which one made more sense to you? I want you to go to the chat box and let me know and let me know which one made more sense, because this is very important. If you don't understand this slides, the rest, it doesn't make any sense to you. So I really want you to understand which investment strategy makes more sense for you. Tax always, tax defer, or tax free. And I can guarantee you, many of you will choose tax free, because who wants to pay more tax? Nobody, right? But the thing is, does it fit into your current investment strategy? The majority of people, when I educate them on this subject, they all tell me, Angeline, I love tax free. I said, why? Because I just want to pay tax when it's small, I never pay again. And I asked, hey, where is your investment? Majority of them right now. And the majority, it's either in a tax always or tax defer. Very few people that I talk to, they have tax-free investment strategy. So if that's you, you want to invest in the tax-free investment strategy, and I want you to pay extra attention. And I'm going to share with you what kind of investment vehicle out there. There's not many, right? There's just a couple. And I'm going to share with you what are the availabilities out there. One of them, it's a Roth IRA. The Roth IRA, it's a great way for you to start. No matter you have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of money, the Roth, it's a great way to start. Like everybody, you can start investing today, right now, tax-free, by having a Roth account. But also in the Roth, there's a couple of restrictions. Number one, you can only put up to $6,000 a year. If you tell me, Angeline, I really love to put more money in a tax-free so that I don't need to worry about my future tax, can I put more? The answer is no. They have a contribution limit. Another limit is that if you make too much money, right? If you're already at the top 5%, you make too much money. If you marry, you make 206 and above, right? You're not qualified for this plan. And another restriction is you need to wait until you're 59 and a half to access to the gain. What if there's a way for you to invest that doesn't have a cap for you to just can only allow to put 6,000, and there's no income, no matter how much money you make a lot, you don't make a lot. There's no restriction on that. And also you don't need to wait until you're 59 and a half to have access to the gain, but it also tax-free. Would you like to know more? And I'm going to share with you. Another one, it's a 529 plan. Many people think that put money into the 529 college plan, it's the best way to save for their college. But they didn't know that when your children apply for the college scholarship, right, or grant, they will ask you to fill out this FAFSA. It's an application to apply the loan. If you have too much assets, for example, like real estate, or even the 529 plan or mutual funds or stock, it will affect the ability for your children to get scholarship. However, in that application, there's a little column. It says that your investment does not include, let's see what kind of asset that doesn't include, right? The investment do not include the home that you're living and the value of life insurance and your retirement account. What that means is if you have the assets like your home, the value of your life insurance and your retirement account, no matter how much assets you have, it doesn't affect your children to apply the scholarship. So you must be thinking, Angeline, I understand the retirement account, I understand the home that I live in, but why they mention the value of life insurance? Because the majority of us think about life insurance, it's only for death benefit, only as good as when we pass away, right? Only for our children. We never think about life insurance as an asset. But here, in this application, obviously, it treated as an asset. And I'm so grateful that 5 years ago that my mentor introduced me to this concept, and I benefit since then. And I'm very, very grateful I know about this. The more I started, the more I'm passionate about it. And do you know that the life insurance industry, let's take a look at this Forbes business article, what it says. the life insurance industry has the best IRS proof, the retirement saving today, and the most investors they don't know about. I've been investing in real estate since 2012. I consider myself a pretty seasoned investor, but I really don't know until somebody taught me this. I really didn't know life insurance, cash value life insurance could be a great investment vehicle. And the more I study, the more it opens my mind. So today I want to reveal the secrets. So I also want you to keep an open mind, right? To keep an open mind. Remember, the mind only works like a parachute. It only works when it's open. So now let's discover how it works. Do you remember in the beginning I mentioned on your journey to build wealth, there's 4 speed bumps. What are those? Inflation, risk, tax, and health. And what do you have in place today in your current plan right now? It can take care of all these 4. And the cash value life insurance, it's kind of like the umbrella. It takes care of all of them. So how does it work? Not all life insurance created the same. It takes a expert, a person that really know what they're doing. So today I'm going to give you an overall snapshot. If you have more question, you want to get detail, or you want to know with that work for you, how do you have a customized plan? And I can show you how do you get it. And think about the cash value life insurance is like an umbrella. It not just protect us when we alive, but also not just protect us when we pass, but also protect us when we alive. Many people, they think about the life insurance, right? Only as good as when they pass. I think about that the same way. But later on, I realized that that's not the case. When you have the right one, when you have the right plan, it will protect you when you alive. For example, like my husband's grandfather, he developed with Alzheimer, okay? And he doesn't have anything, the plan like this in place. And when he go to nursing home, it's a 5,000 a month. And then his wife need the long-term care, so that's 10,000 a month, right? And by the time they passed away, they drain all of their bank account and really don't have much left behind. Imagine if we would have known about this, we would have tell our grandparents to have something like this in place. They don't need to go through what they've been through, right? So to me, just this protection alone, it gave me a peace of mind. Because how many of you feel like peace of mind is very important? To me, it is very important because I have a family. I have 2 children. I want to make sure if something happened to me and my husband, my kids' education, their future, it's set. I don't need to worry about that. And also, I want to protect myself also. Who knows if in the future I get long-term care, I don't need to become a burden for my children. So if I have this plan in place, I not only take care of them, right? I also take care of myself. So to me, it's just great investment just for this alone. However, it gets better. Under the cash value life insurance, not only protect our health, but also it protects our money. How does it work? So the money that into this plan, it will grow tax deferred. And when you take the money out as a loan, right, it will become tax free. And another beauty about this is, remember the risk, right? People think that investment is up and down, up and down. Like recently when the COVID happened, the stock market crash. And guess what? Majority of people, they panic, they lose money in their portfolio. But when I put money in this plan, I have a peace of mind. I don't even look at the stock. It doesn't matter to me because my money is guaranteed not losing in this plan. And when the market goes up, it goes up and it just rises up with the market. Isn't that very amazing that we can have the return of the market and we can take the risks out of it? So just take a look at this. Isn't that amazing? We can not only protect ourselves, our family, ourselves, but also protect our money. And let's go back to my big promise in the beginning. I promise you, I can show you how do you invest your money today without the risk of the stock market. Do you think this plan deliver. And I also promise you, you will pay zero tax legally. Do you feel this plan deliver? There's so many resources out there. And I have one of my favorite book, right? The Power of Zero. I recommend many people read this book, and they share a lot of amazing quotes from the book. And I highly recommend take a look at it. This book, they will teach you the concept that I just teach you today, and why using cash value life insurance as a great retirement plan. But they didn't teach you how do you customize a plan that fits you, because it's not one size fits all. Different people have different needs, and I believe that's what our expertise is, right? And take a look at the quote from the Power Zero. It says that the life insurance retirement plan, it's accumulation tool that share many of the tax-free attributes of traditional retirement accounts, such as the Roth IRA, right? And not only the distribution are truly tax-free, but also it contribute. What does this mean? That if you have Social Security, right? If you take the money out from your 401k, you will consider as an income. When you have an income, it will affect your Social Security being taxed. So if you have the money in this plan, when you take the money out, right? No matter how much you take out, 100k, 200k, it doesn't affect your Social Security, because it doesn't count as an income, right? Isn't that beautiful? And then it also says it helping people reach zero tax bracket in retirement. Isn't that beautiful, right? And let me share with you how do I use this plan to help my family. She's my daughter. Her name is Allison. When I had this plan for her, she was about 4 years old. And I was thinking, what can I do today, right, to set my daughter up for success? And I always teach people, you got to start pay yourself first to invest, right? And I always need to lead by example. So I'm thinking, what kind of vehicle that I can set up for my daughter, so that I can teach her the mindset from a very young age. Need to have an investor mindset. So that's a plan that I set up for her. I set aside $169 a month, and then I have the plan like this for her. At age of 65, total over the years, we invest $169 a month. So totally it's $123,000, right? And her cash value has 1.1 million. How many people let you know today, when they retire at age of 65, they have 1.1 million in their portfolio? Not many people. Okay. So think about this. If you have children, or if you have grandkids, would that be nice if we can set something aside for our daughter, our son, right? And set them up for success, to build a strong financial foundation for them. Isn't that beautiful gift? What a tremendous gift that we can give it to our children and give it to our next generation. It doesn't cost that much, right? All you start with, it's like $100, $50, right? You start somewhere. It's better than nowhere. And this is one of my clients. When she come to me, she's a spender. She spend money. She make money. She spend money. So I told her, I said, right now you have the ability to make money. But what if someday you cannot make money anymore? Where is your income coming from? And that's why she took my advice and start contribute and have a plan like this. She put aside $2,000 a month and put it into the plan like this. And I did a comparison. If you put money in the CD, right, the bank, the municipal bond, it's a tax-free. Mutual fund, you need to pay tax. And let's take a look at 34 years later. Look at her investment. The mutual fund comes very close, right? 2.1 million. The cash value life insurance, 2.7. However, don't forget, you still need to pay tax on this 2.1 million. And here, the 2.7 million, you never ever pay any tax. And then she told me, Angeline, I want to retire at age of 65. I want to start withdraw my money. Okay, so we start to withdraw 200,000 a year from age 66 and continue until she's age 100. So when age 100, total investment, it's 816,000, right? If you put it in CD, you already run out of money at age of 71. If you put it in the muni bond, she already run out of money at age of 73. If she put money in the mutual fund, like the majority advisors out there advise, right? She will run out of money at age of 80. However, in here, she continued to take the money out until she age 100, and totally she take out 6 million. And guess how much tax that she need to pay? 0. Right? She take out 200,000 a year, and that doesn't consider as an income. You must be thinking, wow, sounds too good to be true. How come I never heard about it, right? This is also the quote from the book. Why I never heard about this before? Because historically, this type of plan has been reserved for the wealthiest, for the wealthiest people, right? And about the 85% of the CEO of the Fortune 500 company, they all have the plan like this. And also a few of the members in the Congress, they all have the plan like this. And that's the top 5% people they are using right now. So are you using it right now in your plan? If not, would you like to start one? I want to share with you, I personally use the plan to purchase my own house, to purchase my own office building. The reason I share this with you, it's not because I want to impress you. I want to impress upon you. If people out there, they are using it, why didn't you? And now, do you know why the majority of the populations out there, right? They don't know any of this information. And do you know why the top 5% is top 5%? And today, we brought the top 5% secrets, the Wall Street secrets, to the majority. We want to bring that to the masses. So how many of you would love to see how can you also have something like this in your plan, right? So that you don't need to worry about your financial future. Some of you be thinking, I don't make a lot, Angeline. I may only make $2,000 a month. Is this for me? Absolutely. I have people, they start with $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month, right? We can find something that will fit your needs. And I do understand that different people, they have different financial situation. And that's what I love about what I do, because I promise you, we can always find something that can fit your needs. You don't need to be rich to get started, but you do need to get started to be rich. 11 years ago, when I come to this country, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't have any money. I don't have any resources. But all I have is a willing heart, an open mind, right? And because I get started, and that's why today I have what I have today. I understand that each one of you, it's very unique. And just like my own family, I have 7 people in the house. My 2 kids, my mom, my dad, my sister. They all have the plan in place, but none of their plan are the same. They all have their customized plan, because my mom's need is different from my dad's need. My dad's need is different from my sister's needs, right? And I do understand that. That's why I have this very, very special gift for you, that something that I speak nationally, and people pay me over $1,000 to put a plan like this for them. And because you show up today, because we want to do this to give back to the community, we're going to waive that fee. Okay, we're going to offer you a customized one-on-one financial strategy blueprint for you. And I want you to go to the chat right now. You will see a button. I want you to click on it because it's a limited time and it's for application only. Okay, so let me share with you our power team. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of this group of people that we have personally trained and developed. If you are the rocket science, right? You need a lot of data and information. I highly recommend get connected with Andrew and Brian. They are very, very detail oriented. If you are looking for the big picture, right? And I would say Maggie, Andreas, Rob. You see Rob on the call, right? He is a phenomenal trainer in our company. So this is what they will be doing with each one of you. When you apply, we're going to walk through your 6 step to financial freedom, right? We're going to look at how is your cash flow? Do you have a healthy cash flow? And do you have an emergency fund build up, right? What's your plan? If you have debt, what's your plan to minimize that? And do you have proper protection? And what kind of plan that you have today to build your wealth? And what do you have in place to protect your wealth? If you look at this 6 step, if you have all of them in place, you may not need us. I would say congratulate and just share the financial empowerment with us. If you look at this 6 step, you realize that, wow, I don't have any of this in place. Don't worry. We will help you step by step. It costs you nothing, right? We do this. We want to serve. We want to add value to you. To get connect with us and click that button and submit your application. And then we will reach out to you and to give you a customized plan. I want you to think about this. If all this plan did for you was to set you up for success, generational wealth, would that be worth your time? If all this plan did for you was to give you a peace of mind so that you know you are on the right track to having a strong financial foundation, would that worth your time? If you know that if all this plan can do for you is to give you a strong financial foundation so that you can weather any storm that can ever happen, would that be worth your time? So I think we have a limited time, right? And limited spots. I highly recommend you take action now and don't wait, because financial independence, it's never a dream. It's never a dream. All it takes is you willing to take the first step, which is to sit down and have clarity where you want to be. And I always love this quote. It says that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty about their dreams. 11 years ago, I come to this country. I have a dream. I have a dream that someday I can become financially independent. I can reunite my family so that we no longer like separate. I want to have a simple meal with my family. And I have a dream today that's deeply rooted in my heart that I want to see all of the kids, they can live freely and full of joy without any financial constraints. I have a dream that one day all of the family, they're all protected. There's no family left behind. I have a dream that one day in our country, people no longer be financial stressed. They no longer need to work 40 years and figure out they cannot retire. I want to make sure that everybody have a strong and safe and secure retirement plan in place. And that's my dream. I can tell you my dream will come true. And do you have a dream? What's your dream? If you do have a dream, let's work together and make it happen. So Rob, I want to take back control to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Angeline. This was phenomenal. Guys, was this good? Did you learn something here tonight on this special training? I told you at the beginning to take notes, and I hope you did, because this was a tremendous amount of value. But no matter how good Angeline's presentation was tonight, no matter how good the strategies and the plans discussed, if you don't take any action here tonight to apply what you have learned, then nothing will change. Right? And I wish that someone has offered me this years ago. But in the same time, I'm incredibly grateful to have gone through what I have gone through Because when I learned these principles and when Angeline was teaching me these investment strategies, right, I realized for the first time in my life the lack of my own financial education and of these tax-free investment vehicles that are available to each and every one of you. So I really had to learn to invest smart and not work harder, right, to make my money work for you. And that is really why I want to make sure that you take advantage of tonight's offer, right? This is normally something that if you want to sit down with an investment banker, you either need to have a lot of money in the account or pay to have a plan like this. But tonight we're giving back to the community, right? This is a very, very generous offer. So take advantage, right? Take advantage of that offer. Just hit that button, fill out an application, and we make sure that you're going to be taken care of. Right? You can sit down with one of our expert coaches here on the call tonight and create clarity around investing and to review what opportunities may be available to you, right? And also, we will discuss and review what you currently don't know, because in the end, what you don't know can, in the end, financially hurt you. And you don't have a lot of money to start investing, or maybe you do already have a financial background and you have achieved financial success in life. But then let's assess your assets, right? Because there's many opportunities in the tax-free bracket that we can review and sit down with you to maximize your returns and shelter your money from those taxes. How would that make you feel? Just think about that. How would that make you feel? My guess is that it will give you tremendous peace of mind and joy, right? So just imagine building that plan here tonight and create clarity around your investment and let us assess if you're currently maximizing your return. What do you have to lose, right? So hit that button and take advantage, fill out an application, and it's by application only. We will get back to you. Make sure that you're going to be taken care of for showing up on this training here tonight, right? But also, Angeline, I want to do something crazy.
Yeah.
If people are really serious tonight here on this call and they want to have that spot, a 1 hour spot consultation tonight after this training and plan a financial future, would you make yourself available if somebody is here willing to take that spot?
You know, I always say yes. Unfortunately, I'm booked tonight. That's why the spot is very limited. So I cannot do it tonight, but definitely hit that apply button. I will make sure I have a spot for you. And I really want to talking to you one-on-one. I love to hear people's dreams and goals, Rob. I just love it.
Beautiful. Well, I certainly tried, guys, but apply, right? Hit apply, because we have our team of expert coaches here on the call tonight. We have limited spots. And I also want to remind you that if you feel that any part of the training tonight and our topic of today, right, tax-free investing, if this is something that you feel that your network, your family, your spouse, your friend needs to hear about, right? Why don't you share this information with them? Why don't you let me know so I can personally extend an invitation to one of our next trainings, right? Invite them over so we can educate them, because we want to bring back financial awareness and financial education back to America, right? The secrets that before used to be reserved for the wealthy and Wall Street. But today, we simplify that and it makes it available to all of us here tonight. Right? So if somebody can benefit from this training, let me know as well on the chat. I would be happy to send them a personal invitation. And I just want to thank you so much for showing up here tonight. You have been a phenomenal audience. The first step towards success and to making a change is to actually show up, and you were here. You chose to spend your time with us. So I really hope you enjoyed tonight's training. And we're here to serve. And if you have anything nice to say about Angeline, about her phenomenal training tonight, or something about myself or the team, go ahead and use the chat now as well. We would love to hear your comments. We're here to serve. So my name is Rob Swearman. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm sure it has brought tremendous financial education to you. Go ahead, apply, take advantage, and we would love to serve you again in one of our upcoming trainings. And for now, I just want to say good night, everyone. Take action with what you've learned, and we will look forward to sit down with you one-on-one and see you on the flip side. So thank you so much, guys. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
I see so many comments coming in. People are saying, thank you, great job, thank you so much. We're here to serve, thank you so much. I love to see the comments coming in, guys.
Me too. I was reading. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So enjoy the Tuesday evening, guys. I see you on the next training. And don't forget, this offer is up for you. So take advantage, and I will see you inside. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you, Rob.
It's a wrap up. Good night.